Throughout history, whenever there's been a big problem, there's an opportunity for people to make money. One of the biggest problems we have at the moment, clearly worldwide, is this global pandemic. Now I'm going to show you an investment that I've made, which is just a £60 investment that could potentially give me a £428,000 gain. Now I'm going to run through the numbers because that sounds utterly ridiculous, but this is about getting in early in a tiny company that has the potential to become one of the massive success stories in this pandemic. Let's just jump straight in. Okay, the news spreading around the world like wildfire the last few days has been the Pfizer breakthrough with the COVID-19 vaccine. This will no doubt get updated as time goes on. Other vaccine companies produce their vaccines and so on. But the big news is that this means there is a chance that we can beat this COVID-19 with vaccines. Now, I want to show you the possibility. Now, I'm going to go through some really simplistic numbers, but I think they could actually be genuine. And I'm going to show you how potentially a £60 investment in the right company could turn into a £428,000 return. Now, that's massive, massive figures. I'm certainly not saying this is a guarantee, but follow me as we go through these numbers and see if you think this is possible as well. Now, let's first of all look at the benchmark. Pfizer have got this deal and they work with a company called Biontech. Biontech are on the American Stock Exchange and they are currently valued at $26 billion. Now, if we look at their actual sales figures for 2019, they sold last year $121 million of product, or they made $121 million in sales. So that gives them a valuation of 214 times their revenue. So they're currently valued at $26 billion and their sales last year were $121 million. So that means for every $1 they make, they're valued at $214 on the valuation. That's on the stock market, that's what they're rating this company as. So what if you managed to find another company that had a vaccine that offered advantages over the BioNTech and managed to get in really early? Well, that's what we've got with a company called iosBio. Now, this is a small privately owned British company, a pharmaceutical development company, a biotech company, iosBio, and they've developed a vaccination which doesn't need a needle. Now think about this for a moment. At the moment we know that Pfizer have a huge problem. Their vaccine has to be stored at minus 70 degrees Celsius. That means at least 1/3 of the world's population is pretty much unreachable with that vaccine. It's just not possible to transfer vaccines at that temperature in many places in the world. Another classic problem with traditional vaccines is that they need to be injected. You need a healthcare professional. You need the syringe. You need trained, qualified people who are going to put themselves at risk to be near people who are potential carriers for COVID-19. The iosBio solution is a pill. So it's thermally stable, it doesn't need to be chilled, and it's in a pill, which means it can be self-administered. It can be sent through the post and someone could swallow it just like they would a pill for a headache. So that's two massive, massive advantages for iosBio. Now, they are due to start human trials very soon and are hoping to speed through those as quickly as they can, and perhaps they will then be accepted. Of the 200 vaccines currently being developed for COVID-19, only 5 in total are oral pills. So if this pill works, and there's good reason to believe that it will work, then iosBio have a 1 in 5 chance that theirs will be, if not the pill, one of the pills that gets used worldwide. Now, let's plug in some numbers. Let's say that that happens. Now, there's a lot of big ifs there, but if that happens, and it is entirely possible that could happen, let's say they sell 200 million pills a year, which is substantially lower than the number of vaccinations they're talking about. They want 2 billion vaccinations worldwide. So if we just 1/10 of those were in pill form, I would certainly go for it. I far prefer a pill to an injection. But 200 million plus. And let's say they sell them at £5 per pill. That's £1 billion worth of sales. Now, if they then have the same valuation as BioNTech, and why not? They could have the same valuation of 214 times revenue. So 214 times £1 billion worth of sales is a 214 billion pound valuation. Now, at the moment, iosBio are valued probably around about 30 million pounds. I'm just going to show you here in my wife's account here. We have iosBio. She has 400 shares. They're worth at the moment £60. So it's not a big risk, not a big investment, but certainly not a big risk in terms of investing in a company like that, because a lot of people will say, well, oh, it's a very risky investment, it may come to nothing. Yeah, total risk £60, but the upside on that, if iosBio becomes worth the same valuation rating as BioNTech, that would be a 214 billion pound company, which means a £60 stake at the moment on a 30 million valuation would become worth 7,133 times more. That means £60 would be worth £428,000. So an incredibly low risk in financial terms. High risk, yes, because this is not yet proven as a viable vaccine. There's every good possibility it will be proven. So as far as I'm concerned, it's a very, very good company to have shares in. Now, if you're watching this on YouTube, click the link in the description and it will take you through to the Angel Business Club where you can join the club. That's where we've managed to get shares in iosBio. If you're watching this on a website, then click the link below and you can become a member of the Angel Business Club there as well. So very simple, join the club. They go and invest in early stage and startup businesses just like iosBio. They give members shares in those businesses that they invest in. So it's very much like a crowdfunding club, but the club does all the management. They research and investigate and will only invest in businesses that they think have massive upside potential. So unlike other crowdfunding sites where you're left to your own devices and you have to try and guess which companies you want to invest in, the Angel Business Club do all that effort and they give us, the members, free shares in those businesses according to our membership subscription. So you just pay a subscription to the club, you get access to all their weekly webinars, all the news updates. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Do give me a thumbs up and comments if you're watching this on YouTube. But if you'd like to see more videos like this, other companies that the club is invested in, early stage, this is not stock market investing, this is getting in as angels, right in at the start of these young companies with massive potential, then give me those comments, give me those thumbs up, and I'll do more videos just like this. Thanks for watching.